The White House is trying to get ahead of any weak economic data next week by releasing its own definition of a recession, vaguely saying we are in a recession when there is, quote, a significant decline in economic activity that is spread across the economy and that lasts more than a few months. Here to talk about it is Kevin Hassett, former Council of Economic Advisors chair and author of The Drift. Kevin, good to see you. Give me your take that the White House thinks that they can just rewrite the definition of a recession and we're all supposed to take that?
You know, they're trying to get out ahead of bad news, and they're doing so in a way that I don't really think is honorable. No. The fact is that, you know, you and everybody else know as journalists that and elected officials that two negative quarters in a row is typically what people call a recession. The National Bureau of Economic Research in Cambridge is the official referee of recession, so they have a more complicated rule. But if you go back and look all the way back to 1949, every time we've had two negative quarters in a row, it's been in a recession. We're 10 for 10. Okay, and so sure, they have a more complicated definition, but if we get a negative quarter next week, then that means, you know, unless it's going to be something that hasn't happened since World War II, we're in a recession. And so for the White House to be, you know, they've been in denial about inflation, and now they're in denial about the recession, and that's not a recipe for policies that fix things. It's a recipe for no policy at all.
Well, they've also said, you know, we want to have a holistic view of the economy and if we're in a recession. And if you want to talk about a holistic view, all you have to do is look at polling numbers right now, and you go, what is Joe Biden's approval rating? Quinnipiac, you know, has Joe Biden's approval at 31%. But if you look at the top issues that people think we have in America, it is inflation, gas prices, economy, all issues that relate back to the economy, which would indicate the American people, Kevin, feel like we're in a recession.
Right. The American people know it. In fact, if you look at consumer sentiment and small business sentiment, they're both about the worst on record. And so everybody knows that we're in recession, and everybody knows that inflation is out of control. And I think that it's just a major mistake for the White House. I was talking to a friend of mine, not Larry Kudlow, who was the NEC director at a different time. And I said, well, what would you be doing in the White House today? And he said, well, I know that next week is going to be obvious we're in recession. And so I'd be getting out in front by saying, yes, you know, it turns out that there are some, you know, bad data coming out, but here's our plan to fix it. That's what an honorable and respectable White House would be doing right now. But instead, they're saying, no, well, you know, sure, you're going to get a negative number next week. Sure, everybody's going to say that's a recession, but they're wrong to do so. Well, I think that that's a big mistake. And the final thing I just wanted to say, I promised not to filibuster, is that they've been saying the labor market's strong, so it's not a recession. But if you go back and look, what usually happens is the labor market heads south about in the second quarter of a recession. And the signal that that's happening is that initial claims get above 250,000. Well, this week we just got them for last week at 251,000. So it's actually a standard playbook recession right now.
Yeah. So employment data is a trailing indicator of a recession, not a leading indicator. To your point. Right. But I think it's good politics. I spent 9 years in the Congress. Be honest with people. If you're going to be in a recession, tell them. And as you point out, we have a plan to get us out and lay that out. But to say, don't believe your lying eyes that we're not in a recession when everyone knows that we very well may be, I think is bad politics. But I want to get your take. You have a piece out in the National Review where you debunk the administration's lies about inflation. You know, tell me more about it.
Right. Well, the fact is, first they told you that inflation was temporary or transitory, you know, and then it was Putin's fault, even though, you know, the U.S. oil production is down, you know, 1 million barrels a day, so it's not, you know, completely Putin's fault. But now what they're doing is they're saying since inflation's coming down a little bit, it's because of Biden's brilliant policies. And in fact, you know, they actually explicitly talked about gasoline prices this week and you know, took a victory lap over gasoline prices. But the fact is, understanding that we're in a recession, when you're in a recession, inflation starts to go down. Right. Now, inflation isn't going to go all the way down to 2%, but it's going to probably go from 9 to 6 by the end of the year. And the point is that each time it ticks down, it seems like the White House is going to try to claim credit for it. So while they've been in denial about everything, and their denial about recession, their denial that inflation has been there until fairly recently, now they're actually doing victory laps when inflation inches down. And so what we have to do is recognize that they're just utterly totally divorced from the truth on the economy, but the story is really quite simple. We have a recession. We have inflation. That means stagflation. But once you get a recession, then inflation starts to come down.
So play this out for me. Do we have a light recession? Is this a light dip and we start to recover? Question number one. Question number two, with inflation, when do we get back from 9% to 6% to 4%? When does it start to come down? Have we hit peak inflation?
Right. Yeah, I think that it's likely that we're close to peak inflation if we're not there, because you're really seeing commodity prices and oil prices head down the way they always do in recessions. And so my view is that what's going to happen, just to cut to the inflation part of your question, is that what's going to happen is that inflation is going to inch down between now and next year as the Fed raises rates, but it's going to stay up in the 5 or 6% range. And the reason is that people's wages have to catch up to these enormous price increases, and as real wages, start to go from negative to positive, then that adds to the price pressures. And so we're in a wage price spiral that will keep us from going back to 2, I think, until there's a new president.
All right, so look in your crystal ball, Kevin. So let's talk Fed. How long, what's the Fed going to do on rates? How long are they going to raise, and by how much? Half a basis point, 3/4, a full point. What's going to happen?
Well, they're behind the curve, and they're definitely going to give us 3/4 of a point the next time. I think that, mortgage rates are up at 5 3/4. I know that's like one of the rates that everybody that's watching really cares about. I expect that probably we're going to get another % on the 30-year mortgage rate between now and the end of the year, and the Fed's going to give us hikes every meeting, even though the inflation numbers are going to start to come down. The fact is that the Fed thinks that 2 is the target, and right now, we're really running at a rate north of 10 if you look at like the average of the last 3 months. And so they got a huge amount of work to do, and it's just unthinkable, but there'll be so much news that they'll take a pause between now and the end of the year.
Well, if the Fed's serious about inflation, that is a good thing. Hopefully they are. Kevin Hassett, thanks for joining me.
Right.